Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams fighting for one berth in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. Let's do it. It's NFC Championship time. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A 52-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. There's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 44, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the
1 1st down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
And that one will bounce offense out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Jackson now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
On the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 48 to Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike, 48. Mike. Let's go. D, tighten up. Let's go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 66 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Eagles 14, Seahawks 8.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So that one will be accepted. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
First down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you've...
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. He would give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run with Sanders, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles add
certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
It's easy work, and it's coming. Many more comeback.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Franklin. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Number 19.
A big play there.
Seattle.
79 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hurts. Man open, it's Goodwin.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm here all day.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd and 1.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Another run here with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be.
Burns fumbles it. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Right there, 54 Mike. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. You don't want.
They run here with Jason Huntley. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Out of top. Let's go.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and now it's second down. Throwing again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. 3 and out. 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Switch up, switch up. Oh, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. 28, 55.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Tre'Davious White. Jackson's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Right there. 54.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got Moncrief. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Jackson on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down, Seattle.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jackson. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another run with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, Hurts throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seattle.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
3-yard line.
They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll look to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
23 more yards.
23 yards on the play.
Eagles first down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
1st and 10.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
He's brought down at his own 4-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Come on, boys! Listen up! Switch up and move!
Tonight's final score, Seahawks.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. Carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Down, they'll run with Chubb. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. after the interception. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep for Moncrief. It got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Brings up second and 4.
On second down and 4. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, and it's third and short.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. This may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Again, Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Jason Myers.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, Mayfield. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Browns 0.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but I felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Rashad Penny, the ball carrier.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Redwine. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Now Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the... 45 before being tackled.
It's good for A.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Lets it go for Nelson. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
49-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
7-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 27 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 14, Browns nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield now. Lets it go for Nelson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
At the 17-yard
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
tackle made.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 21, Browns nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Looking deep for Julio. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Pass. Incomplete. Intended for David Njoku. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Number 24, Nick.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action. Mayfield looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Odell Beckham Jr. 4 yards on the pickup.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And again, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Browns get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. After the sack on first down, Jackson looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Third quarter of action, Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Going deep for Moncrief. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On third down, Jackson completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Intended for Will Dissler.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 35, Browns 14. Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
4 yards.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns get a score closer. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief.
Jackson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now we give right side. It's Carson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He may try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At the 41-yard line.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Mayfield now. And incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mayfield to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Lets it go for Nelson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he's got Moncrief. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And 8.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Browns take over.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory, and this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Intended for
I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's caught. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The 42-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dante Moncrief there to make the grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.